and welcome to another edition of Martha Stewart Ask Homemaking Tutorials with your host, me, your host. So today I'm going to be teaching you what you can all do with your Easter eggs now that the holiday is over.
Woo.
Every year my friends and colleagues ask me, Zach, what am I supposed to do with all these hard-boiled eggs my children and I painted for celebration of Easter? I can't eat them. My doctor says the cholesterol in just one of those stinky little things will make my heart burst into a million pieces. And I'm just going to throw them in the garbage. I've seen one too many factory food documentaries to do that. So, this is what I'm going to teach you today. Because I'd have to hang my head in shame year after year because I couldn't give them an answer, you know? I just didn't have a fun, creative way to solve this tragically common problem with everyday household items. That wasn't until last Sunday when I was gathering up the last few dozen eggs I had hidden for myself to find when it struck me. Why not freeze my Easter eggs and use them next year? And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do today. We're going to start with how we'd start with just about any hard-boiled egg. We're going to peel them. Now, I know that there are dozens of techniques on how to de-shell an egg, but there's one tried-and-true method that I use. I call it, whoops, my egg's on fire. So just imagine that this little sucker is engulfed in flames. Can you picture it? What are you going to do? You're going to stop, you're going to drop, and you're going to roll. And what that's going to do, hopefully, is going to just create a little seam so you can kind of separate it from its membrane with a little finesse and a little patience. Woo! Oh! And what we have here now is a perfectly severed egg. But we're just going to put this on the side for now. We'll get back to that. And I'm going to teach you about this nifty little contraption that I discovered the other day that really makes this whole thing work. This is just the most perfect little piece of Tupperware for hard-boiled eggs. I picked up mine at a Williams-Sonoma, but you can find them just about anywhere. And what you're going to do is pretty simple. You're just going to take your egg, put it in its plastic container, and shut the top. Like so. Now be warned, be careful. Only one egg can fit in one of these containers, so be careful not to overstuff. But of course, if there's a mess, it's always nice to have some paper towels nearby. Now, you're going to want to do that with all your eggs. I'm just going to do one for now. I don't want to stink the place up. But what I like to do, because what you're going to do next is you're going to put that in the freezer. And what that does is give you about five more years on your egg life, and that equates to roughly about 5 more Easters. I can't really do the math right now in my head. But what I like to do is consolidate all my eggs into a larger container. Now, if you don't have a larger piece of Tupperware, a plastic bag works just fine. But you're just going to place your eggs and you're going to put them all in one basket. And when that's all sealed up and ready to go, you're just going to pop it in the freezer and say, see you next year. Leave it there to you, baby. So now, let's get back to these little guys. So hopefully at home you guys were able to separate it like so. If not, don't worry, it's not a big deal if you lost a few fragments. Just use any adhesive you might have at home, some Mod Podge or a glue stick. I like to use tape. But after examining this, it looks like I'm in pretty good shape. So what you're going to do is just set these aside. Maybe not in the freezer. What I like to do is put them in an egg carton and put them up somewhere real high so no one messes with them all year. Great. So that's about all for prep. So let's imagine right now that we flash forward a whole year. Wow, what a rush. So what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to take those eggs out of the freezer. Oh, there they are. And you're going to take them out. You're just going to place it right back in its original shell. And to seal the seam, I just like to use just a little bit of tape. Excuse me, my hands are a little eggy. And just seal that seam right up, and voila, another Easter without the mess of having to boil and dye a whole new batch of eggs. Now, if you found this helpful, please remember to like and subscribe, and in the comments below, just tell me what you want to see next. Thanks very much, everybody.